Standard 9th, Geography, Chapter 2, Lithosphere 2, Exogenetic Process. Introduction. The Earth is a dynamic system that undergoes various changes due to internal processes and external processes. The continuous interaction of these two processes controls the structure of the Earth's surface. The external processes are the consequence of solar energy and gravitational forces, whereas the internal process are an outcome of the Earth's internal heat. Exogenetic process is divided into two: weathering and mass movement. Gradation. Weathering and mass movement, physical, chemical and biological. Under gradation, aggradation and degradation. Weathering. Weathering is the breaking, disintegration and decomposition of materials of the Earth's crust by their exposure to atmosphere. Three types of weathering. They are physical weathering, chemical weathering, biological weathering. Physical weathering. It is the breakdown of rocks without changing their chemical composition through the action of physical forces. The constant freezing and thawing of rocks during the night and day leads to the expansion and contraction of rocks. Cracks are formed and disintegration occurs eventually. Exfoliation. The alternate heating and cooling on rounded rock surfaces leads to the peeling of rocks layer by layer like an onion. Granular disintegration takes place in crystalline rocks where the grains of the rocks become loose and fall out. This is due to the action of temperature and frost. Block disintegration. Repeated expansion and contraction of rocks during day and night respectively causes stress on the joints of the rocks, which results in block disintegration. Chemical weathering. Disintegration and decomposition of rocks due to the chemical reactions is called chemical weathering. It is found in equatorial, tropical and subtropical zones. It takes place through the process of oxidation, carbonation, solution and hydration. Oxidation. Oxygen in the atmosphere reacts with the iron found in rocks, thus leads to the formation of iron oxide. This process similar to the rusting of iron. Pressure of air and water is known as oxidation, which results in the weakening of rocks. Carbonation. Carbonation is the mixing of water with the atmospheric carbon dioxide forming carbonic acid. Carbonation is important in the formation of caves in limestone region. When the carbonic acid reacts with the carbonate rocks, the rocks get disintegrated. Solution. The process of dissolution of rock substances in water results in the loosening of rock particles. This in turn breaks down the rocks. Hydration. Absorption of water into the mineral structure. Certain chemicals in the rock enlarge in size in humid conditions. These minerals found in the rock swell, and this results in the development of rocks and the rock wears down. This type of weathering is called hydration. Biological weathering. Biological weathering occurs due to the penetration and expansion of plant roots. Gradation. Gradation is the process of leveling of the land by means of natural agents like rivers, groundwater, winds, glaciers and sea waves. Gradation or denudation is the leveling, wearing down the land surface by various natural agents. Aggradation is building up of landforms due to natural agents. Degradation is eroding of land surface. Gradation is erosion, transportation and deposition. Agents of gradation. Course of the river. The work of the running water. Rivers originate on higher landforms like mountains, hills and plateaus that receive water from various sources like rain, glaciers, springs, lakes, etc. The place where the river originates is called its source. Where it joins the sea is called its mouth. Courses of river. River generally originate from mountains and end in a sea or lake. The course of a river is divided into the upper course, the middle course and the lower course. The upper course. Erosion is the most dominant action of a river in the upper course. A river usually tumbles down the steep mountain slopes with great force to widen and deepen its valley. It forms V-shaped valleys, gorges, canyons, rapids, potholes, spurs and waterfalls. Middle course. The river enters the plain in its middle course. The predominant action of a river is transportation. Deposition also occurs due to the sudden decrease in velocity. It forms alluvial fans, floodplains, meanders, oxbow lake, etc. The lower course of a river. The river moving downstream across a broad level plain is loaded with debris brought down from its upper and middle courses. The main work of the river here is deposition, and it develops typical landforms like delta and estuary. Erosional landforms of rivers. Gorges. When the river flows through a mountain region made up of hard rocks, it forms a valley with almost vertical sides called gorges. In India, deep gorges have been found by Brahmaputra and Indus in the Himalayas. A deep gorge with steep sides that runs for hundreds of kilometers is referred as canyon. Grand Canyon, the river Colorado in USA. Waterfall. When a river flows in a region where hard rocks lie over soft rocks horizontally, the soft rocks get eroded quickly and the hard rocks projects outward. The river falls vertically from a steep slope to form a waterfall. V-shaped valley. V-shaped valley is formed by the vertical erosion of the river, where the valley is deepened and widened. Pothole. Due to the river action, cylindrical holes are drilled vertically in the river bed with varying depth and diameter. These are called potholes. Meanders. The river, loaded with debris, flows slowly. It forms sweeping loops and bends. It is referred to as meanders. Oxbow Lake. Meanders in due course of time become almost a complete circle with narrow necks. This in turn gets abandoned and forms a lake called Oxbow Lake. Depositional landforms of rivers. Alluvial. Fan. A fan-shaped deposition made by the river at the foothills is called alluvial plain. Flood plains. The fine depth sediments are deposited on river banks when a river floods. These sediments make the region rich and fertile. This is called flood plains. Estuary. Estuary is formed where the rivers meet the sea. Depositional of silt by the river is not possible here in the estuaries. Delta. A triangular shaped low-lying area formed by the river at its mouth is called delta. Deltas have fine deposits of sediments enriched with minerals. Karst topography. Karst topography is formed due to the dissolution of soluble rocks such as limestone, dolomite and gypsum. The world's largest karst area is Nullarbor, located on the Great Australian coast. Erosional landforms of underground water. Most of the erosion takes place due to the process of solution. When rainwater mixes with carbon dioxide and enters into a limestone region, it dissolves and destroys much of the limestone. Terra rosa. Deposition of red clay soil on the surface of the earth is due to the dissolution of limestone content in rocks. The redness of the soil is due to the presence of iron oxide. Lapis. When the joints of limestone rocks are corrugated by groundwater, long furrows are formed and these are called lapis. Sinkhole. A funnel-shaped depressions formed due to dissolution of limestone rock is called sinkholes. Caves and caverns. Caves and caverns are hollows that are formed by the dissolution of limestone rocks. When carbon dioxide in the air turns into carbonic acid after its reaction with water. Caverns are the caves with irregular flows. Depositional landforms of underground water. Stalactite, stalagmite and column. When the water containing dissolved calcite gradually drips from the ceiling of the caves, water evaporates and the remaining calcite hangs from the ceiling. Thus, stalactites are formed. When the calcite deposits rises upward like a pillar, stalagmites are formed. Sometimes stalactites and stalagmites meet together to form column or pillars. Glaciers. A glacier is a large mass of ice that moves slowly over the land from its place or accumulation. It is called river of ice. Erosional landforms of glaciers. Glaciers are powerful erosive agents. Cirque. The glacier erodes the steep side walls of the mountains and forms a bowl-shaped armchair-like depression. Arêtes are narrow ridges formed when two cirque walls join together back to back and forms narrow knife-like ridges. Pyramidal peak formed when three or more cirques meet together. U-shaped valley. When the glacier moves down along a river valley, the valley further gets eroded deep and wide to form a U-shaped valley. hanging valley. These are valleys eroded by tributary glacier and that hangs over the main valley. Fjords. Fjords are glacial valleys that are partly submerged in the sea. Depositional landforms of glaciers. After getting eroded, fragments of rocks and boulders along with the drift form glacial debris. Moraine. Landforms formed by the glacial deposits of valley or continental glaciers are termed as moraines. Drumlin. Drumlins are deposits of glacial moraines that resemble giant inverted teaspoons or half-cut eggs. Esker. Long narrow ridges composed of boulders, gravel and sand deposited by streams of melting water which run parallel to a glacier are called eskers. Outwash plain. An outwash plain consists of glacial sediments deposited by the melting ice at the terminus of a glacier. It appears as an extensive accumulation of sand, gravel and silt. Wind. When air blows horizontally at or near the earth's surface is called wind. Erosional landforms of wind. When a rock's bottom is soft, the sand laden winds blow against it and wear it down. By the constant wearing down action of the wind, the bottom gets eroded away to form a mushroom-like structure. This is called a mushroom. Inselberg. Inselberg is a German term which means an island mountain. Certain hard rocks like igneous rocks are more resistant to wind action. Such isolated residual hills rising abruptly from their surroundings are termed as Inselbergs. Yadang. In arid regions, certain rocks have hard and soft layers arranged vertically. When winds blow over these rocks, the soft layers get eroded, leaving irregular crust. These are called yadang. Depositional landform of wind. Sand dunes. In deserts, during sandstorms, wind carries loads of sand. When the speed of the wind decreases, huge amount of sand gets deposited. These mounds or hills of sand are called sand dunes. Barkans. Bar are isolated crescent-shaped sand dunes. They have gentle slopes on the windward side and steep slopes on the leeward side. Transverse dunes. Transverse dunes are asymmetrical in shape. They are formed by alternate slow and fast winds that blow from the same direction. Loess. The term loess refers to the deposits of fine silt and porous sand over a vast region. Extensive loess deposits are found in northern and western China. Wave. A steady up and down movement of surface water are called waves. Erosional landforms of waves. Sea cliff. Sea cliffs are steep rocks faces formed when sea waves dash against them. The rocks get eroded to form steep vertical walls. Sea cave. Prolonged wave attack on the base of a cliff erodes rock materials which results in the formation of caves. Sea arc. When two caves approach one another from either side of the headland and unite, they form an arc. Sea stack. Further, erosion by waves ultimately leads to the total collapse of the arc. The sea wave, the seaward portion of the headland will remain as a pillar of rock known as stack. Wave cut platforms. Flat surface found at the foot of sea cliffs are called as wave cut platforms. Beach. Sand and gravel are moved and deposited by waves along the shore to form beaches. Bar is an elongated deposit of sand or mud found in the sea almost parallel to the shoreline. Spit. A spit is a ridge or embankment of sediments attached to the land on one end and terminating in open water on the other end. Spits are common at the mouth of estuaries. Recap. Leveling of uneven landform is called gradation. Weathering is breakdown of the rocks. Physical, chemical and biological are the three types of weathering. Running water, glacier, underground water, wind and waves are the agents of weathering. We come to the end of the session. Thank you.